Hello friends, many people suffer from baldness, but they don't go for transplant because they think transplant will cost them too much. So what they do, they use shampoos, oil, serum, lotion, some medication and also some small treatment options or small procedures they usually take because they think the transplant is way much costlier. So today we are going to know about the transplant cost in India and how the transplant cost is decided, which factor will affect the transplant cost. So let's start this video. Hello friends, myself Dr. Nipun Kesarkar. I am a dermatologist, cosmetologist and hair transplant surgeon from Hair Free Hair Grow Clinic. Today we are going to discuss about hair transplant cost in India. Friends, hair transplant costs depend upon multiple factors and we are going to discuss all those factors one by one in this video. So the first factor is density. Density means number of graft per centimeter square. If we are giving or your doctor is giving you more number of graft per centimeter square, that means you are getting higher density, that means your transplant cost is going to increase. Or if you have less donor area, in that situation your doctor will decide how many number of graft need to be implanted per centimeter square or where they need to be implanted, and in this situation your transplanted cost will be reduced. The second factor is technique. By which technique your transplant will be getting done will decide the cost of your transplant. If you are going with the basic technique in which the needle will be used to create the slit, or the solution in which the graft are going to be stored, or the instrument in which the graft are being stored is of low quality, in that situation your transplant cost is going to be less. But if the sapphire tip glass blade and the graft chiller or the hypothermosol solution or the cultured medium is being used in your procedure to improve the quality of hair transplant, in that situation the hair transplant cost is going to be increased. The third factor in hair transplant cost is number of sessions. If your transplant is going to be done in only single session, that means your hair transplant cost is going to be reduced. But more number of sessions are required in that scenario, because of this OT procedure and all the OT costs, the hair transplant cost will be increased. The fourth one is doctor's experience. The doctor which is more experienced can give you better results than inexperienced doctors. So if the doctor's experience is more, then the transplant cost is going to be more. Fifth point is doctor's expertise. Some doctors have greater skills, so they can give you better result. The angle, direction, density, all those things are considered in his mind, and he can create some type of pattern or styled hair, so that his cost will be more than all other doctors. The fifth factor of hair transplant cost is the risk. If the patient is at high risk or moderate risk, the transplant surgeon have to be assisted by anesthesian and other physician doctor to reduce the risk during transplant or after transplant, like diabetes, hypertension or any other disorders. All those disorders can increase the risk. So if the high risk is higher, the cost of transplant will be higher. Considering all these points which we have discussed in this video, the hair transplant cost in India may ranges from 20,000 to 2 lakhs and above. If you have any doubts regarding the costing of hair transplant in India, you can ask in our comment section, or even you can call on this number which you can see on our screen. Please, if you like our video, do like our video, subscribe our channel. Thank you.